Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me here today. Not the clouds and the rain and all that kind of stuff haven't rolled in yet, so I thought it'd be nice to do another video while we can, outside in the backyard. It's really pretty back here, man. You know, I'm thinking future, way a good bit down the road. My yard here is really big enough where there could be, without getting ridiculous, there could be 3 or 4 tiny homes here and then start a food forest of some sort. Lots of possibilities. Anyhow, today what I want to talk about is personal responsibility. Now, in a broader sense, I've always kind of had a thing about personal responsibility. Even when I was a screw-up drunk and was in problems all the time, whatever, I was pretty good about owning what I did. I've never been a big fan of blaming other people or like putting the responsibility of my life on someone else. Now, when I first got into this raw vegan lifestyle, you know, like many of you out here, you might can relate, you watch a ton of videos. You watch a ton of videos and you're just inundated, because in the beginning it's really new and everybody's new to you, and you don't know who are the good ones, who are the bad ones, who are the valuable ones, who are the waste of time ones. You know, there's just a whole thing out there. So you're watching tons of videos. God, I was watching 1,000 times more videos then than I am now. And one of the things that struck me from the beginning was all these educators in the health food world, in the raw food, raw vegan, just in anything dealing with natural ways of healing the body. I always had to kind of like be very careful and walk the line and make these and be careful with the disclaimers. And I understand that in the society we live in today, because nobody wants to take personal responsibility. Everybody wants to sue somebody for something. Everybody wants to blame somebody else when something goes wrong in their life. And that is giving away your power. Plain and simple. That's giving away your power, and I don't like to ever give away my power. You know, my thoughts are, and this may sound a little radical, but let me explain it. My thoughts are that I should be able to sit here and tell you that I've got magic beans, like from the story Jack and the Beanstalk. I've got magic beans that will cure anything that ails you. And if you'll send me $9.99, you will have eternal health forever. That's ridiculous. That would be a bold-faced lie. But shouldn't anybody with like any sort of thinking process like see through that? Wouldn't you look into that? Wouldn't you? Well, number one, you know, I mean, I'm exaggerating a little, because obviously that's a far-fetched thing, but what about things that are not so far-fetched but they turn out to be dangerous or wrong? I mean, this is your body, people. This is the temple. This is the vessel that's carrying us through this incarnation of what we call life. And you know, I don't want to I don't want to trust that to anybody else. I mean, you know, nobody cares about my vessel like I do. It's just, you know, that's all there is to it. I would say I'm the kind of person, I'm kind of one of those skeptical people. I'm a questioning person. My advice to everybody is question everyone and question everything. Do your own research. Play the devil's advocate when it comes to your health, when it comes to your body, and be your own self-physician, your self-researcher. You can't. I mean, you can, because that's the society we live in. If somebody were to put up a YouTube video today that made some outrageous claim, like say these flowers over here had some crazy magical property, if they talked about that from a health or medical aspect, somebody would make a complaint and their video would get yanked. Or you know, in different mediums, where there's social media, you know, well, there's probably wouldn't be so easy to just pull a post, but you get what I'm saying. Now, while I wouldn't agree with that, and while I'm not a person that would ever do something like that tells you, you know, some just way out there advice, I just got to think you got to take. I don't see why that person's information would be pulled. I mean, we have to be discerning individuals. We have to be able to go through material. It's, in a way, even though it's absurd, ridiculous, sometimes dangerous, it is a form of censorship. And instead of any kind of censorship, I would like to censor with my brain, with my filter. I don't need somebody else basically out there making decisions like, well, I don't need to see this. I don't need to hear that. This is dangerous for me to hear. This is dangerous for me to see. You get the point I'm making here. And this is really prevalent in this raw vegan, high carb vegan world. I see it too much of people joining groups, following people, or just having your guru or a person or one source. Just loyalty to one source, blind loyalty to one source without checking it out. And that's dangerous. That's where the danger lies. The real danger lies when you don't take control yourself. I know I keep coming back to that, but it's all about taking control. That's what life is to me. I don't like my life to be, in any aspect of it, to be in the hands of somebody else. I like my life to be pretty much in my control, as much as a human has control. And all along this health journey, from day one, I have tried to do that. Now, back in the beginning, and I did the same as some other people, and I kind of have disdain for this. I have disdain for the people that are all angry and bitter, and they're talking bad about somebody because they followed this person for a year or 2 years and they got bad results. Really? I would pretty much be kind of embarrassed, and I would keep quiet about that, because you chose somebody, you followed them, and sometimes I'm even thinking, for a year, you couldn't figure it out quicker than that. You know, I can relate my own situations. Some of the places, groups, people I watched on YouTube in the beginning, that I thought that was it. I look back now and I'm like, no, I'm so far away from there now that, yeah, and I kind of even think I wasted a little bit of time, but I didn't waste time, because that was the learning process. But yeah, those people now, I don't watch their YouTube channels anymore. I don't participate in those groups because I've grown. But it's a process, and you have to be active during this process. You know, it's your health. It's the #1 treasure you have in your life. So treat it as such. Take responsibility for yourself, and, you know, don't bitch about what others are saying or doing in the health related world. Figure it out. Anyhow, hope you guys like this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and hope you're having a wonderful week. I love you guys. Peace.